Hey, how you doing? All right, we missed out. We missed our chance for Christmas and New Year's. I wanted to nail this sucker for either one, a nice holiday roast, but there it is. Your standard choice, USDA choice, prime rib, 5.5 pounds, 4 bones. Thank you, Mr. Larry Charles. As usual, it's been salted overnight, uncovered in the fridge. We are using Benissimo oils at all times. And at all times, we are working harder than an ugly stripper. Let's go to the butchering. All right, first things first. This meat monger, this butcher, has obviously done a little pre-work on this. We got that extra bone hanging. There goes 3 of the 4 bones. We've taken that first bone off. Now we're just going to go ahead and peel that fat cap right off. That's right. I know it's been salted. Why are you taking it off? After you salted it all night, you'll see why. Pulls the moisture out. All right. Now we're going to bust that cap off of that eye and cut it into 2 different pieces. What do you think about that? Huh? You got the center cut, and then you got the cap, which we are going to officially, as of right now, roll out and trim and pound out, and then stuff and roll back up. Watch this. Oh yeah, folds right back out. Look at all that marbling. Look at all that beautiful marbling right inside the cap. I'm going to take some of that sinewy, tough fat out of there, but we're going to keep a lot of it in there because this is what's going to absolutely melt and make this thing soft and tender and juicy and yummy and delicious. You heard me. Soft and tender and yummy and delicious. Say that 5 times fast. I don't think so. From here, we save the bones, we save all the visceral fat, and we're going to use that to build our sauce and our demi-glace. All right, so we've got our 2 cuts trimmed and ready to go. And yes, if you're curious, I am wearing a robe. I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. Are you kidding? All right, Worcestershire sauce or wash your sister sauce, whatever you want to call it, makes a tremendous, tremendous binder, as the vinegar inside penetrates the meat, but it also holds the seasoning. So try this. Try this. I'm telling you. It's a thing. All right, now we'll do some heavy seasoning. And I mean heavy. Don't be afraid to coat it heavy with salt and pepper. I happen to have a nice new container of coarse ground black pepper. There we go. We're going to add a little sumac to that mix as well. Okay, coated all 4 sides, all 8 sides, all 12 sides. And in we go. One last time, we're going to use a little bit of that beef powder. That's right. Coat it, crust it, let it sit. These are both going to sit overnight in the fridge with the seasonings, so that it all gets penetrated, a dry brine. Now then, let's work on the stuffing, because we're going to roll up that cap steak. That's right, a garlic and herb cheese spread, sun-dried tomatoes and Kalamata olives. Hello! Wait, let's try again. Oh, much better, much better. So we've got them both chopped. Who wants to get bored watching me chop Kalamata olives and sun-dried tomatoes? Show of hands? All right, I get it. All right, nobody wants to see that shit. All right, here comes our cap steak. Look at that, split wide open, little butterfly action going on. Maybe pound out that fat part just a little bit, not too much. All that marbling on the outside and the inside is really going to pay dividends. Let's go ahead and get this thing stuffed. Schmear the rondelet or the boursin or the garlic herb spread right? Don't be shy. Lay it in there. Lay it in there. Get it in there. There you go. And then go ahead and just layer our Kalamata olives and our sun-dried tomatoes right through the center as well. And now we're off and running. From here, it's basically 1.5 to 2 rolls, 2 turns, and a couple of steel ferns. And we've got ourselves a roulade, a stuffed meat steak, whatever you want to call it. Brajol, doesn't matter. I've got 4 strings laid down. We're going to tie this thing off. In fact, we're going to tie them both off. We want them to hold their shape. We want that stuffing and that filling to remain inside and not ooze out the sides. Are you with me? All right, now we're going to lock this sucker down. We're going to go lengthwise, twice around. Tie those edges in. You got it. It doesn't look good now, but trust me, it is going to look good and taste even better in about, 3 to 4 hours, maybe. We're going to sous vide them first, and then we're going to roast them, and they are just going to come out spectacular. And from here, we'll do the same thing. We'll grab some of that wuss's hair, wash your sister, wash your guys, wash your sister sauce. Okay, but simply we're going to do this with blackening seasoning, and that's it. It's going to work out perfectly. Give it a little bit of heat, and that's all we need. Alrighty then, these are both well seasoned and toyed off. Into the fridge they go, 24 more hours overnight. Okay, next day, haha, Sister Bridget, Christmas present. It's not real truffle oil, but guess what? It'll do. And you know what we're doing when it comes to proteins, especially big old hunks of beef. We're going sous vide. So in goes that truffle-infused oil right on top of our beautiful steaks. And guess where they're going? They're taking a bath, because they always do. Alright. Air has been removed, wrapped up tight, and in they go for their wee little bath. Oh, for 3.5, possibly 4 hours. Alright, let's call it 3.5 hours later. Done. Into the refrigerator, and we take a look at my wee Mar. Oh, we miss her every day. Yes, we do. Alright, a day later, here they come. They're dead cold. We're going to scrape up all that juice inside the bags. Do not throw those out without rinsing them out, because it's going to add an amazing level of flavor to our demi-glace, which we shall now begin. Let us prepare. All right, we're just going to slice a couple of 1 onion. I had a red onion. I had carrots. I had some leftover green onions. That's going to be our mirepoix vegetables. That's going to be our flavoring to this demi-glace. So the first thing we're going to do is start out with a cold pan, cast iron. We're going to put the bones and the fat. We're going to use some of that Benissimo oils right here in Tucker, Georgia. Avocado oil. And we're going to salt and pepper these, and that's really all we're going to need to start. Just to start. This will get flavored as it goes along, and as all that collagen and fat comes out from those bones, as you can see. Here we go. All right, bones are in. We're going to fill that up with water, and then watch this next step. Very, very important. We are going to reserve most of that beef fat / beef tallow.
Right on the damn
Yeah, don't spill it, whatever you do. All right, a little bit left in the pan, and now we're going to go ahead and put a nice sear, a nice browning, a caramelization, if you will, on these vegetables. Okay, green onions, baby carrots, handful of onions, whatever. Left over 1 onion, 1 piece of red onion, doesn't matter. Look at the coloration. That's what we're after. Are you with me? Now we'll deglaze. Balsamic vinegar and Worcestershire sauce. Now, before you do this, make sure you turn your heat all the way down. Otherwise, it's just going to splatter and burn up and you won't have anything to caramelize it with. Are you with me? Low and slow, medium-low heat. Scrape all that yummy goodness off the bottom. The fond is going in the stock, and the stock is about to turn into a demi-glace. All right, mirepoix vegetables entered. Let's grab a little bit of that beef base powder and the secret ingredient, a little steak sauce. We rinsed out those plastic bags with all the sous vide yummy goodness in there, and now we're at a rolling boil. We're going to turn that down to absolute low, and I mean simmer. You can look, the first hour, you can see that first ring. All right, we're going 3 more hours on this, and it's definitely reduced by at least 4 rings. So we're talking 4 inches from the top. It's down, which means it's concentrated, which means we're going to the next step. We must remove the bones and the meat, all of that tender, delicious fall off the bone meat. And yes, that's getting stuck inside some King's Hawaiian buns and turned into little meat sliders. All right. Now, a lot of people would strain. I do not strain. I like to puree those vegetables into liquid form and use that as one of the base layers of flavoring. Now then, we took 1 little packet of dried beef powder gravy. You can buy at the local grocery store. Mix that with water and add that to our stock, to our demi-glace, and let that simmer. In goes the roasts. And 30 minutes later at 475 degrees, out they come. Let us see what's happening here. I'm going to predict, I don't know, perfection. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, very clap-worthy. Let's take a look at the roulade. Oh, even more perfect. Wow. Yes, very clap-worthy. Let's plate this sucker. There goes some red potato garlic mash. 1 slice of each. Holy cow. And how about that demi-glace right across the top? Now you're talking, baby. Now you are talking. Do you really think you need to see me filling my fat face with this? This was perfection.